Hey BB family, welcome back to our channel. Today, for the first time, I am going to read the book that I published, the children's book that I published, to my 4-year-old son, Alex. Are you excited? Are you excited to read Mommy's book? He doesn't know much about the story. He's never really seen the book, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure he'll like it. Each of the 6 pages in the picture book all come with teaser questions. What these questions are meant to do is encourage your child to think for themselves. So after you read a page to your child, you can ask them 1 or 2 teaser questions. By doing that, your child is encouraged to think about how they feel and be able to express that. That's something that's really hard to teach at school. So this kind of activity with your child, by just reading to them and doing this TQ exercise, it's really going to help them think for themselves, form an opinion, and properly convey and express that opinion. Okay, here we go. All right. My moon, your moon. Once there was a little girl named Emily who was head over heels in love with the moon. Look at that, she's smiling at the big shiny moon. I have a question for you. Do you prefer the sun or the moon?
Moon, because it's more beautiful.
It is, the moon is much more beautiful. Mommy prefers the moon also, you know why?
No.
Because maybe one day, Mommy can go to the moon. But the sun, nobody can ever go to the sun. It's too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every night in her bedroom, she would pull back the curtains and wait until the moon came to say hello. She's got a lot of toys, doesn't she? Look at all these toys she's got. She's got a lot of toys here.
And this one too.
This one too, yeah. She's got like dinosaurs, a rocket ship. What's your favorite toy?
Like a Japanese superhero toy.
A Japanese superhero toy? Okay, like a Ryusoja toy?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Why do you like the Ryusoja toy so much?
You mean a superhero toy?
Yeah.
Because for me, it just a little bit feels like I'm a hero.
Oh, it makes you feel like you're a hero?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good reason. That is a very good reason. That makes sense. Emily loved telling the moon all about her day. She talked about all the happy or sad things that happened to her. The moon always listened smiling, but the moon was very, very far away. She's talking to the moon. She's smiling here. What do you think she's telling the moon about here?
Like good things.
Like good things, yeah.
And sad things.
Oh, sad things, yeah.
And a little bit happy.
A little bit happy things. Whoa, she does not look happy here. What do you think happened to make her so mad?
You're saying, are you okay?
Yeah, the moon is saying, are you okay? Who do you talk to when you get sad?
You.
Oh, you talk to Mommy. And what kind of things make you sad?
Sometimes I get sad when you buy me the wrong snack that I wanted.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. I'm sorry I make you sad. That's
okay.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll be careful next time, okay?
Okay.
One day, Emily reached out of the window as far as she could and she plucked the moon from the sky. She played with it all night in her room and carried it around in her pocket from the next day. If you were able to get the moon and you had it all to yourself, what would you do with the moon?
Play with it, feed it to it, and do game boards with it.
Board games? You would do board games?
And sleep with it.
Oh, would you hug it? Oh. After a couple of weeks, she began to notice that everybody looked unhappy. What's wrong? She asked her friends. It's the moon. He disappeared, they said. And I do so love the moon. Oh, so see, she's got the moon in her pocket right there. And her friends, they're kind of sad. Nobody's playing on the jungle gym. They look kind of sad, don't they? How would you feel if the moon disappeared?
Sad.
Why would you feel sad?
Because I love the moon.
Oh, you love the moon. Wouldn't the sky be really dark?
Yeah, and when I was her, I'm just gonna put it up in the sky again.
I agree.
Because it's his home.
That's right. It's the home of the moon. That is right.
Or maybe I can, when I'm finished using it, maybe I can give something to him.
Ah, yes. Maybe you can give something to him. That night, the girl thanked the moon for playing with her and put him back in the sky, to everyone's great relief. What do you think he's telling the moon?
I love you.
Do you think he's saying, "Okaeri nasai"?
No, I think they're saying hi.
Oh, you think?
Hi.
Oh, okay.
I love you.
If you were this little boy and you thought you're never gonna see the moon again, and then you see the moon again, what would you say?
I'm just gonna be happy.
Oh, yeah, I would be happy too. I would say, "I'm so happy to see you. I'm so glad you're back." That's what I would say. Yeah. All right. The end. What did you think?
Great.
I hope you enjoyed the story. Clearly, the story is a very simple story. It's a story to teach kids about sharing. Now, for those of you that purchased the book, you will notice that at the beginning of the book and at the end of the book, I talk about a special method that is incorporated into the storytelling process. It's a method that I developed called the TQ method. And TQ stands for teaser question. So it's the teaser question method. You can ask your child, is the sky blue or red? Most children will be able to answer blue. But if you ask a child, why do you like the sky? A lot of children will freeze and they will be unable to give an opinion. With this TQ method, eventually not only will a child be able to form his or her own opinion, but the child will also be able to articulate that opinion. They will be able to express that opinion. Now that you've seen a sample of how I incorporate the TQ method into story time with my own son, a few notes about the TQ method. For each of the illustrations, I have come up with about 5 or 6 different teaser questions, just to inspire the parent. If you want to use your own questions, that is great, that is awesome. If you do come up with your own questions, make sure that the questions don't have an exact answer. We're not looking for precision here. Precision is what the kids learn at school. Here, you're asking them to think outside the box. You're asking them a question that has no answer. It has 100, 1,000 answers. And you want to know which answer they choose. You want them to have confidence when they choose it, and you want them to be able to express it correctly. That is the whole purpose. If you ask them, is the sky blue or red? They're gonna say blue. Obviously, that kind of answer isn't gonna help increase communication, and it's not gonna help them to think for themselves. So it's important that when you do ask your own questions, you don't ask a question that has a specific answer. Do not force your children to be speaking English. This TQ method is not gonna help make your children better English speakers. It's going to help make them better speakers in general, so that later when they do learn English, they'll be able to use it really well because they'll have a lot to say and because they'll be very comfortable talking to begin with. So don't use the TQ method to teach English. It's not an English teaching method. If you want to use this book to help your children with their English, then you can read to them in English if you're comfortable with that, or you can play this video for them where I'm reading the story in English. Don't get disappointed if after reading the book once, your child is still not very comfortable forming an opinion and expressing that opinion. It's gonna take a lot more than one time. So read the book a few times with them, and ideally, you would try this TQ method with other books as well. I really hope that you guys, buy the book, of course, but that you try this TQ method at home. I have been using this TQ method with my son since he learned to speak, and I truly believe that he is a wonderful communicator. He has so many opinions. He's just confident and he loves to talk. He's not really worried about making mistakes. He's just talking. When you're trying to teach your children a second language, that's the foundation you need to build. If you do buy the book, which I hope you do, and you try this TQ method at home while you're reading the story, please let me know on Twitter. Use this hashtag and just tell me what you think about it. Tell me if there's something you would do differently or something that you did do differently. If we do it on Twitter, other people will be able to benefit from the knowledge that you're sharing, and I can respond to that. It's just much, much easier to get a conversation started if we use Twitter. All right? Love you so, so much, and I'm looking so forward to getting your feedback. Bye. Love you.